welcome to Naysmith Gaming. Today I am playing Wrath of the Righteous, or the Pathfinder role-playing game. I am playing a custom character using an imported image from a mod for Kingmaker. I am playing a paladin. There are a few options here. Let's see, there's Divine Guardian, but I'm not actually going to be going too deep into Paladin. So in reality, I won't be getting a benefit from that. So I have to get the benefits early, or else I will not bother with it. Divine Scion sacrifices Smite Evil for a studied target. So it's a +1 hit and damage. Whereas Smite Evil... Actually, Studied Target is an at-will ability, while Smite Evil allows me to ignore the damage reduction any one target has. And it also gives me, let's see, Charisma to my my attack rolls, and adds my Paladin level to damage rolls. That isn't going to be very many because I'm only going to Paladin level 2, so it's not actually going to be that much. +2, +2. I may wish to go Divine Scion. I think I'm going to stay Divine... I think I'm going to go Divine Scion, actually. Divine Hunter would be focused on combat, or would be focused on ranged combat. Hospitaller, 2 passive. Warrior of the Holy Light. Benefits come too late. So I'm going to play a Divine Scion to get the studied target in place of Smite Evil. I am playing a human for the floating +2. I considered an Azamar of the Archon bloodline, or the base bloodline for + wisdom, because I'm going to branch out into cleric. The leader background gives me proficiency of the longsword, which is actually going to magnify into a +1 because of the background, which basically means I'm getting a free +1 to hit. I have 18 wisdom. Rather low on the constitution, but once I become a cleric, not too late into the game, I'm going to be able to cast Bear's Endurance, or just get Nenio to do it for me, or Woljif. Yes, I've gotten past the Wardstone in a practice run. Charisma 14 looks like it'd be madness on a paladin, because I might as well bring it up to 18 and sacrifice the wisdom, because I'm going to get Divine Grace. To get my Charisma to all saving throws. Actually, I might not even go for Paladin 2. I might just go straight into Cleric after this. I haven't quite decided. I'm going to be decked out in full armor. Strength 16 looks a little on the low side, except I want to have some decent casting ability, or decent spells per day. A Divine Sign gets more skills per day? Okay, that's fine with me. So basically I'm going to be hurting on the reflex, but that's the weakest save that's necessary. So I've got a weapon focus on longsword, which basically means with strength 16 I have +3, paladin +1 for 4, +5, background +1 more for, so I have +6 to hit at level 1. +5 I'm going to be doing heavy damage I'm just going to be doing heavy damage, two-handing a longsword. There's a particular longsword I have in mind. I stuck to the Iomedae, so when I branch out into Cleric, I can pick good with Domain Zealot to basically spam swift action plus half my level to accuracy. I think Sun Domain for the anti-undead.
I shall not falter. Our time has come.
Yes, I've also chosen Religion and World, and Perception and Persuasion as good skills for a leader.
Strike as one.
Let's go! I'm going to be taking the Angel path for the most part. Stop blaming your own incompetence on cosmic forces. The side of good isn't weak, it's you. Regil.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Pragmatic.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him?
Apparently he's
Wounded's
elderly.
nasty. Who did this to him?
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomedae, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Wow, a
Hear,
full
hear.
restoration.
That's the Crusader spirit.
Oh, the halfling is leaving. Okay.
My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her!
Really?
Terendelev! Has
Oh, thank you.
anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces. That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you, then? What's your business in the city?
My dear Prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
And he walks off discontentedly.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There. I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done. My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of this city. I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully. You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form. Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do
That
not be
sounds
discouraged.
bad.
You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, Protector of Canabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Refugees, a Lilitu demon slaughtered 7 people, and Red Morning Massacre. Refused entrance except to direst need. Individuals turned away or executed on the spot if they were suspected. Safe but suspicious city. Second Crusade. Leaders agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against the demonic hordes. It's a strategically vital city, key to the defense. Okay. Well, I have terrible aim. I have terrible accuracy. Except somehow I hit it. Unlikely. Let's see. Socio. Oh, Dayram. When the city is footing the bill. Okay.
Crusader gods, behold Iomedae, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Ooh, Flame Strike. That's just one-shot a demon.
Discard!
2 of them.
Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Huge demon.
Let the feast begin.
Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell. Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for. You must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord. The most fearsome enemy of all Crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
A unique demigod, ruler of the abyss. The most fully powerful is the Lamashtude mother of monsters.
Who knows? Everything's on fire, crashing down around our ears. Place is crawling with demons. Looks like a whole army attacked the city. We're sitting ducks.
Times like this, I wish I had the Smite Evil power
Take
and hadn't
this.
traded in.
Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
I'd rather if the bolt could do the piercing.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
I hurt him. I hurt a demon lord.
Behold, Iomedae. Behold the death I sow.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Oh, I'm going to save?
Oh, holy mother of...
Okay, she is pinned to the ground.
Stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
Okay, let's try a lever. Yes, I succeeded. Okay, good.
Look at you! It's good to meet someone who uses brains first and brawn second.
This game actually this game adds difficulty to the base game, and the computers lack the...
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well.
And computers lack the ability of a human game master to be merciful. So saving frequently and occasionally save scumming, to use the common vernacular, is necessary.
I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Inevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Seelah, paladin by the grace of Iomedae. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomedae's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canobris will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
A fellow Crusader! Welcome, brother. This is great. I would have been happy to have any companion in this, but it's nice to be stuck down here with somebody who's my kind of crazy.
It's a good thing you've still got your faith. Because right now, to be totally honest, faith's probably the only thing we do have. Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
To summarize, there are 3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware!
She actually has decent wisdom and charisma
you
scores.
Stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Actually, I'm going to take a look at this. My inventory. Ooh, I got absolutely nothing. Okay. She's got a short bow. I'm going to want to replace that later with a composite longbow for her high strength. Longsword and heavy shield. Of course, she has shield focus, which means she's locked into sword and board fighting with 13 dexterity. Gonna have to buff that a bit. Her wisdom and charisma, honestly, I'd rather it was 14 and 14.
Godspeed.
Okay. We are both, okay.
No reason to pause.
Seelah will fight defensively.
Our time has
I
come.
will fight with power attack. No, inventory. Inscribed with my name and the words I promise. Luck bonus to armor class and reflex, will, and fortitude. Okay, that looks like a fairly good one. Ooh, a cold iron longsword. Cold iron greatsword. I have significantly lower accuracy with the greatsword than with the longsword. Ooh, Cloak of Resistance. I'll give that to Seelah. So I already have these lucky bracers. I'll give her a Cold Iron Greatsword option. The little sacrifice armor class for...
Who's there?
So basically her noble clothing. Ooh, a rapier. That was actually from the from all of the leader backgrounds.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Seelah, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
And there's an interesting way to dodge around insert
Really?
name here.
I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendelev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
What happened to
I
that
don't
person?
know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic. Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves? That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Open your heart to me.
Okay. She uses a rapier and a buckler. Undetectable.
You can trust me.
Let's use one of her Cure Light Wound spells on herself.
Let us not hesitate.
I'll watch your back.
Okay, so apparently she has a Spirit Weapon enchantment. Okay, she has an Enlarged Person, which will be good for me because of my two-hand weapon thing. It's two-handing a longsword.
We march ahead.
Save the last one for me.
Okay, I'm using turn-based combat.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, 10 versus 8 means I rolled a 10, need at least an 8. So I actually have passable accuracy.
Do not hold back.
Oh, a critical miss. Okay. Let's ditch to fighting defensively.
Into the fray!
The spirits demand your blood!
I'll take a 5-foot step back to retreat, because she is the most fragile member of the party. And she is killing enemies for me.
Strike as one. Our path leads on.
A bright future awaits us.
Okay. Padded armor, I probably should not have picked that up, simply because, let's see, 10 pounds sells for 1. No, I am not going to bother with that. Short spear, 3 pounds, sells for 1. I'm going to ignore that. Masterwork dagger, sells for 100. Yes, I'm going to keep that. A simple flail, not worth it. Another scale of Terendelev.
Defeat is not an option.
Yep. I'm just gonna have her end her turn. I'm going to have a brief discussion about turn-based versus real-time, but not now.
You are today's sacrifice!
Attack!
I'm going to save that for later.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Oh yeah, critical hit on a 19 because longswords get that bonus.
Go for their hearts!
We shall overcome.
The light, take you! Do not fear! Do not waver!
I should really give her a ranged option. No, she cannot use the... Okay. Single potion of Cure Light Wounds. Is that another one? Let's give Seelah a potion of Cure Light Wounds as well. Bracers of Armor. She's wearing a chain shirt, but Bracers of Armor will do absolutely nothing for any of my characters. Actually, I can probably just sell that later.
I will guide us.
They will break against our resolve.
Wow. Okay. Hold on, let's, I do not wish to accept its Devour Rage if that ever comes up, because I'm going to be a spellcaster. That will interfere. Okay, as much as you like to use the rapier, I'm gonna say you get to switch and,
I'll cut you wide open!
and use something ranged. So I've already got 2 melees.
Into the fray!
Do not hold back.
The spirits demand your blood!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Strike as one.
Oh.
We will prevail.
You are today's sacrifice!
Yeah, Camellia? Are you sure you're not just wearing your alignment on your sleeve? Like, I don't even need to be a paladin to detect that evil.
Go for their hearts!
Attack!
The light take you!
Wow. I just plain cannot hit.
We will win this war.
Godspeed.
Okay, let's save.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere. Wendwalk!
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there. If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground Crusaders, the children of the Crusades' finest.
Or devils, or other, fiends.
Sadly, underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Third of 11. Most populous planet. The Cage, because it's the prison of Rovagug.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines. This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
That's none of your
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
And perhaps redeem them.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here, and after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other. It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Sword in the Stone vibes, anyone?
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
In Pathfinder 2nd Edition, they were changed to being just Nirvana. And along with the Agathians.
Lan, watch your tongue.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Okay, let's give Camellia another... Alright. Ultimately, I want lots of light.
Rely on me.
I will see this through.
Something?
Okay, let's save here.
I have managed.
First Crusade Knight. Oh,
What's that there?
something else to look for. Edel, Moss, and Flame Tongue. I can use those stuff to craft useful stuff.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
I found something.
Okay.
What do we have here?
What's that there? I found
Okay.
something.
I had a gear icon there, which means
That is quite a discovery.
that's actually going to advance the plot.
Let us press on.
A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Naysmith feels the drops of searing blood running down his chest. The wound healed by Trundlev reopens and weeps scarlet. There's no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one or another one entirely. Naysmith's heartbeat quickens, and the stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Naysmith intuits that he can control them somehow. Let's try to heal the wounded girl. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Naysmith. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, "Lariel, you said everything was going to change soon. You said the other warriors of heaven would be leading us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true?" The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster. Like a rushing river, images flash by one after another. A priestess in colorful robes, observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic gold-winged angel, gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. "Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Don't waste your strength healing me," the girl whispers. "Your mission is more important. You take care. It is near." There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline. A nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white-hot, and Naysmith's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. But Naysmith is determined to fight off the illusion. The force of the attack, though, originating in the vision, is terrifying, but Naysmith is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. The monster's shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real, it only exists in a strange vision or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of the Scari. Great Scythe Rift Carver. Turns Sarkoris into the World Wound, the terrifying Demon Lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. "Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you're dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven?" A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the ones called Lariel. He recognizes who stands for him and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand. Bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and a last burst of strength plunges it into the rock. Naysmith senses the vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing, like a river running dry. Last thing he hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. I know this, I know. But one day, someone will come here and raise up my sword. They'll raise it up, and save and protect the innocent." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Naysmith does not hear the final words, but he seems complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Naysmith's chest fades away. The edges of a scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Naysmith sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Naysmith senses that will return. All he need do is call it.
Hey! Are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Considering the nature of divine magic in this setting, that would be better than all right.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
L'Ariel? That really was L'Ariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff, because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier. It's only us here, your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous, and when I'm upset, and when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras. Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
Okay. Neutral evil, high dex, low charisma, decent strength. Appear that she is an archer, and so is Lan. Oh, that's right. Let's give Lan that. Lan has good whiz, strength, and dex. Okay, Lan has, let's see. Zen Archer. She follows Lamash too. Fighter. Hunter background. He's also a hunter, which boosts his proficiency as well. Which basically means these are both relatively good archers.
Well, this didn't go well.
We march.
Yet another obstacle.
Okay. I'm going to not enable point-blank shot. Get out of here, defensive fighting. I'm gonna shoot that one.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
He took off about half its health. 3/4 of its health.
I'll rip you apart!
Okay, so Seelah took a crit for 1. Apparently Seelah is allowed to full attack.
No glory without risk!
Oh, no, I had her out. It's, I'd have her switch to a different weapon.
I'll cut you wide open.
I still had her on the exploration gear. Let's 5-foot step right next to it and attack.
We shall overcome.
Together, we stand.
Okay, Seelah can switch back to her better armor.
Lead on.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Camellia has a light spell. That will do.
Our path leads on.
The mongrel did it.
You can trust me.
Another fight.
You'll make a fine trophy.
The spirits demand your blood!
Yeah, I didn't actually expect that to do anything.
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Do not hold back. I was successful in my search.
You are today's sacrifice!
Endure this!
No match for me.
The light, take you!
Strike as one. Hold on, just a little more.
And that's why I did not use the Cure Light Wounds on Camellia yet. I'd get better at managing aggro, that's sending Seelah in first.
Make every strike count.
Ooh, a Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Guide us.
I believe that's actually on a Paladin spell list. But it's only available to Camellia at this time.
I'll watch your back.
Or, no, I should only take 2.
The spirits guide me.
There's no, 2 damage each is hardly worth,
Forget it. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Godspeed.
The heartbeat quickens.
No glory without risk.
There's another enemy, but I don't see it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, there it is.
Go for their hearts!
Attack!
Wow, I aggroed quite a few enemies. 8 versus 20. Yeah, that's why I want Seelah in front.
I'll rip you apart. The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You know what? For this fight,
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open!
We shall overcome.
I really should have used Studied Target. Wow. That was rotten aim.
Into the fray.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood.
Do not hold back.
And just to be sure, I will study that one.
No match for me.
Let us press on.
Ooh, a Masterwork Light Crossbow. Okay. I'm gonna switch out that for that.
We march ahead.
What's that?
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
your path!
Let's do it, and heavy it does for me. A little, but not much.
Make every strike count.
The light take you!
Strike as one. I shall not falter.
Okay, Seelah just has an armor class of you miss.
You are today's sacrifice!
They'll beg me to stop!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk!
Attack! I will not falter.
I'm going to want to switch Seelah to a light shield, because I'm going to have her go into a 2-weapon fighting, and I want her offhand weapon to be a light. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people who see things clearly. So I'm asking you, don't show light of heaven to soul. Descendants of great warriors. More of us trackers at the start, young and stupid. Couple of monsters, and there's a whole world waiting. Mace isn't a physical challenge, it's cunning and full of traps. Not gonna risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few kids. Leanne is sure the light should be shown to the mongrels. Wants to play the hero. Grab the sword and run into the maze. I'll think about it. Can't say I like how she's willing to sacrifice those kids for the cause of Okay, I'll take those back so I can sell them, because I know there's a merchant coming up.
Our path leads on.
A squalid dump, odors to match. Normal village life as a fishing village, basically. Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us, indeed. Chief Soul, we found the Angel's Sword. We found the one who can wield it. He had a vision, and now the Angel's Sword, together with the Light of Heaven, are somehow inside him. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, we can go save them. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. Uplander, show the light. Lan speaks the truth. Did not forsake us. Came back. We have the blessing of angels. Well, she's been through it, so clearly 6 of us Can easily beat it. The Neathers, right, that was their name for themselves. Okay, I'm going to level up and then I'm going to call it a day. She is a fighter. Fighter 2 is a good second level for the bonus feat. Let's give her deadly aim. Okay, let's be real. I know she's betraying me, but I'm still gonna level her up as if she weren't going to. Okay. I'm going to give him 3 levels in Zen Archer, up to level 3 that is. After that, I hear Cleric is a good one. Is a good option because of his wisdom and strength and decent dexterity. Yep, precise shot. Definitely want precise shot. Which basically means he's now got a lot better. He's now actually coming online. Seelah. I want her to get lay on hands. Ranger levels will actually let her get some decent a pirate who works well. Let's see. No, just paladin. For now. Let's give her a couple of ranks in trickery. Or no. I'll have Volgic for most of that. Oh right, mobilities. I want mobility 3 for her defensive combat. Camellia. Really high trickery. Skill focus, of course. Slumber! Why would I take anything other than slumber? Just spam Cure Light Wounds, because of course I will. Question is, do I take a second level of Paladin, or... You know what? I'm going to switch into Cleric right now. Touch of Good, which is going to give me scaling bonus to accuracy. With pretty much everything, and Sun Domain. Let's take a look at my spellbook. For Cleric, I will spam bless spells. Those give me good bonuses. And protection from evil.
Together we stand.
Okay, I am now going to call it for the day. Or for the night. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Or good night, whichever the case may be as you're watching. This is Naysmith signing out. And I would like to ask for my question of the day, when I try to remember that. What is it that defines a hero? Their actions? Their intentions? Their methods? What combination thereof? Have a good day, everyone.